again, we back with another shenanigans. We gonna cover, and today we are gonna see the legendary 2v2 of the Monsterverse, that is Godzilla and Kong versus Shimo and Scar King. So let's get into it. So the scene starts with Scar King looking upwards as we see something getting blasted out from the Hollow Earth portal and falling on the ground, creating a large explosion, which in turn causes a big shockwave to hit Scar King's gang. Scar King soon hears Godzilla's roar and is enraged. We then see Godzilla and Kong rising out of the ground, charging towards Scar King at full speed. Scar King on Shimo's back orders Shimo to charge as well. We also see the eyes of the pillars breaking away slowly as Shimo and Scar King charge towards Godzilla and Kong. We then see Kong jump on the back of Godzilla as both of the duos leap towards one another in slow motion with their roars echoing. The pillars then collide, creating an anti-gravitational wave which strips the layer of its gravity and makes Scar King and Kong float. We then see Godzilla jumping from rocks to rocks in a state of free flow as he grabs an ape and throws him back. Tail strikes another ape while flying and then slams into Shimo before getting pushed back by her. We then see Scar King balancing on some rocks before he moves towards Kong by jumping from one rock to another. He, upon reaching Kong, tries to axe slam him, but Kong blocks it with his gauntlet. Scar King then uses his chain to grab Kong's gauntlet arm and pull him forward only to kick him in the face. We then see Mothra waving up an ape to a rock and flying as she does the same thing to another ape. We then cut to Kong landing two blows on to Scar King before another ape climbs on his back and hits him on the head and shoulders. That ape gets slammed in the face by a rock as we cut to Zuko throwing more rocks towards that same ape. But that ape lands on a nearby rock as Zuko does the same. We then see the ape trying to catch Zuko as Zuko retreats via the rocks. We then see Shimo firing her breath on Godzilla, which causes Godzilla to momentarily freeze. Mothra flies in as she growls and webs up Shimo's mouth, which causes her to discontinue her breath. Godzilla takes this opportunity to break Shimo's ice with his atomic energy as he charges towards and crashes into Shimo. But we then see Kong elbow checking Scar King in the belly before grabbing his axe and falling down with Scar as the effects of the anti-gravity wave wears off. Damn, that was quick. The same is seen with Godzilla and Shimo. We also see the ape grab Zuko by the neck, but soon the both of them crash into a nearby crystal as the ape is about to fall. But it manages to grab one of Zuko's legs. We then see Scar King getting pushed towards the Hollow Earth portal as Kong follows him. Zuko then kicks the ape in the face, causing him to let go of his leg and fall. Scar King, Godzilla, Shimo and Kong fall into the portal. Kong, however, tries not to, but that leads to him losing his axe in the process as he roars and falls into the portal anyway. We then see Shimo breaking through the ground as everything surrounding her freezes as she falls down on the ground. Well, it's Rio de Janeiro, boys! We then see Scar King getting up after his initial fall as he blocks the sunlight coming from the sun. Bro hasn't been in contact with direct sunlight for decades. Brody is just like those Discord mods, man. I swear. Scar King then looks down at the tiny humans running away as he roars, like, brother, why? Why are you even roaring? Those guys are like ants. He then activates Shimo's control shard and makes her shoot a beam to the sky, which turns the weather from warm and humid to dry and cold. I can't even imagine what the people who initially live in Rio de Janeiro are feeling like. Like they are accustomed to such warm and hot weather, and now they are like literally getting freezed to death. Shimo then fires another ice breath, freezing a few buildings in the process. Scar King then roars again before getting electric punched by Kong. Godzilla also comes out of the ground, pushes Shimo away and roars. Scar King spits out a tooth as Kong taunts him. Scar King then orders Shimo to beam Kong, but before she could, she gets tackled by Godzilla into a few buildings. We then see Hara and Godzilla skirmishing as Scar King tries to maneuver from a building only to get dropkicked by Kong. Kong then tries to jump slam Scar King, but he gets tail swiped by Shimo as per Scar King's directive. Shimo then comes running towards Kong at full speed before getting tackled by Godzilla yet again. However, she manages to throw Godzilla to a few buildings a bit far. We then see Zuko in Hollow Earth coming near the Hollow Earth portal before noticing Kong's axe. He then grabs the axe and falls into the portal shortly. Well, my boy Zuko coming in with the clutch. We then see Scar King using his whip to grab the top of a building and throw it towards Kong, but Kong manages to destroy it with a single gauntlet punch. Scar King then drop kicks Kong as he falls back and is grabbed by Shimo by the arm. Shimo then throws him by the arm into a building, then back before dragging him through the ground and throwing him across to another building. Shimo then charges up her ice breath and fires at Kong, but luckily Kong manages to block it by using his gauntlet. We then see Scar King laughing before the camera cuts to Godzilla charging up his atomic breath, and well, he just keeps on charging. Like he charges up so much that a radioactive glow is emitted through his eyes, which emits plasma. Well, bro has gone Super Saiyan. Scar King then looks back as he hears Godzilla charging up, only to dodge Godzilla's beam in the blink of an eye. His whip, but Godzilla grabs the whip's edge by his mouth. Scar King tries to pull the whip back, but Godzilla instead throws Scar King around by pulling the whip instead. Godzilla then breaks the whip in half, causing the crystal shard to fall down. Scar King sees this and tries to get up and grab it, but Godzilla charges up another atomic breath, which he fires. Scar King gets hit by the beam minorly and barely evades the beam before jumping and getting his hands on the shard. But before he could do anything, Godzilla charges up another beam, which makes Scar King drop the shard once again. We then see Kong struggling against Shimo's beam before Godzilla comes in, blasting Shimo with his atomic breath while he runs towards her. He then slams her into a building. Kong then shrugs off the ice from his gauntlet as he tries to reach for the shard, only to get stopped by Scar King. Nah, bro, they be looking like me and my sibling when I try to stop my sibling from touching my phone for real. Like, this so real. Kong tries to grab the shard, but Scar King elbow chokes him in the neck. We then see Zuko come in with Kong's axe as he uses the axe to destroy the shard for good. Both Zuko and Scar King fly off to a distance from the impact that follows, and Shimo quickly wakes up from her fall as we see Scar King grabbing Zuko by the throat. But luckily Kong Superman punches Scar, which causes him to drop Zuko. Kong then picks up Scar King as we see Godzilla roaring. Kong then throws Scar King towards Godzilla as Godzilla tail swipes him right back into Kong's hand as Kong chokes him with his gauntlet hand. Yeah bro, you're cooked. Shimo looks confused but Godzilla roars at her, causing her to charge up her beam and freeze Scar King solid. Kong then looks at Scar King before slamming him to the ground, breaking him into a million pieces. Fatality! We then see Kong sling his axe behind his back as Godzilla charges up his atomic breath and shoots it towards the sky to warm the temperature back to normal. Well, Scar King got obliterated, brother. As long as Shimo was out of his control, bro did not even stand a chance. Well, this was an epic fight and I cannot even express how good it felt while watching it in the theaters. Anyways, that was all for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and I will see you on the next video. Bye.